When I go, I drop. When I trip, I pop. When I go, I drop, pop. When I go.
And welcome to the recap show. This is Project Runway Season 21, Episode 4. And the title of this episode is So Elementary, S-E-W Elementary. Welcome,
Hold
ladies.
on. What's the look for?
This whole episode pissed me off.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh, okay.
The whole entire episode pissed me off.
I actually like this episode. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of the recap show. Thanks to all of the people that watched last week's episode. And of course, every week we have a cliffhanger. So when this episode started, we found out who went home. Now, I will say, when they started off, I was very concerned for Ethan. Really concerned for Ethan.
As was
But I think that Ethan got saved because of his track record. So just in full disclosure, Angelo went home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was well deserved.
While Ethan got saved for his track record, I feel like Angelo got the boot because of his track record, because he hasn't really presented anything worth saving. So with that being said, bye Angelo.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really disagree, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, now that we know he's going home, he can go back home to be with his daughter. I don't think that he really offered much to the competition. Yes, you see his design aesthetic, but I don't think he executed it well enough to stay in the competition past this point.
I don't know what his design aesthetic
Apparently
is.
he does menswear, but
Oh, that's right.
He didn't get a chance to, I guess, showcase that in the way that would have been memorable.
Yeah.
So, okay, wait. Now, with that being said, I wonder why he could have given us menswear on women models, on female models. Like,
He
so
could
I'm
have.
thinking in the challenge that he went home in, like, why didn't he design why? I'm like, he could have designed a really nice menswear piece for the model. He never gave us any menswear from what I can recall, but also, yeah, a lot of his stuff was not memorable, or if it was memorable because it was not good. So
His previous look, not this denim one, because the denim one was trash across the board, but the
Awful.
previous look, the sweatsuit type of thing that he did, I guess could be kind of considered menswear. The one that was just the monochrome slate gray color, like he didn't put any like he put darts in it, but he didn't add color to it or anything.
Oh,
That leisure wear, like it just, I guess that was kind of menswear, kind
Athletic
of
leisure look, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's gone home to be with his daughter, and we've moved on.
Can you stop saying that? Like, why?
Home to be with his daughter. That does sound like he's gone to the upper room.
Like, he done gone to the upper room.
He transitioned over Project Runway.
Yeah.
Anyway, this week's episode was So Elementary, and it was a play on Abbott Elementary. And we had two special guests. It was Lisa Ann Walter and Chris Perfetti. Yeah, they joined us. And the contestants were whisked away immediately after they found out who went home to a local school where they were met by
Miss Schemmenti and Jacob.
Yes, from Abbott Elementary.
Who
And then-
is actually really cute in real life.
I see someone.
On the show, he plays his part well. I'll say that. On the show, you're like, oh my god, please shut up. But in real life, you're like, oh, he is actually a really cute little white boy. Anyway, continue. That's not why we're here
If
today.
you're into that kind of thing.
Sometimes you do have to be equal opportunity because sometimes the pickings is slim.
I mean,
Oh, but y'all wouldn't know. Anyway, continue on.
Sorry.
so they had to pull things from a science fair
Yes.
to do this unconventional materials challenge. This was the first challenge that they had that they were solo on.
Yes.
Not everybody was solo. because some people had help. However, this was the first solo challenge,
Yeah.
which I appreciate. And with Christian saying the houses are no more, hopefully that was the extent of the house for the rest of the season, for the next 6 challenges.
And we picked up on that. The
Yes.
4 of 10.
Yes, this was challenge 4 of 10.
Yes.
And what's funny is I didn't even see it this episode, and I was kind
It
of
was
looking.
there
We saw it,
twice.
yeah.
It popped up twice.
Okay.
He saw it the first time, and I remember seeing it the second time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know now there's 10 episodes, and this is the 4th episode out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually kind of interesting. And then, of course, they were escorted by Judge LaRoche to the venue and told about the challenge. And there's an interesting twist. We'll talk about it at the end in regards to him. But so they had to, I think they had like a couple minutes to...
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes to pick all the materials. Everything that was in the space was usable. The banners, all the accessories, the actual science projects. And they were supposed to take those items back with them. And of course, you always have like that one person that wants to just annoy people. What was her name again?
BJ.
Was it BJ?
BJ or A Little House on the Prairie?
No, it was VJ.
Yeah, because VJ tried to steal Homeboy's ball.
Yes.
And she was doing it on purpose.
Yeah. And I have to, so my little house on the prairie lady, I wasn't feeling her this week at all.
Baby,
hold on. What was she wearing?
This is not how I work. She was not feeling the challenge.
And I wasn't feeling her.
She was over it. And it was very evident that she was over it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
she struggled. She was
struggle bus.
I was girl,
shocked. I was shocked at the very end.
I wasn't.
She wasn't in the bottom.
Oh, you were shocked that she wasn't in the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she was shocked.
Actually was not shocked that she wasn't in the bottom. That's a double negative. We'll talk about her look.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just get into the looks.
Okay. All right. Well, did I miss something? No. First up, we have Antonio. No, ma'am. No, sir. No them, no they.
Don't tell him that.
Ciao.
I wasn't mad at the look, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it was great, but I wasn't mad at it.
I agree. I don't think it was horrible. Yeah. Even Law, I don't think Law liked the dress. He just didn't like the way that it was styled. And honestly, I didn't even clock the way that it was styled when it was coming down the runway because I didn't notice the denim shoe or the bag.
But did they show it?
Yeah. I don't recall, but
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't clock it when she was on the runway. They were actually, the runway was the workroom this week. I didn't clock it then. But even the styling of it, I don't understand. It was what it was. It just looked like something. It looked like something.
It did look like something. Before we move on, can we... okay. Here is how my paranoid conspiracy theory, thinking about Drag Race production brain works. This was the first time ever that the runway show was actually in the workroom. And I don't think that was the plan.
Okay. Why?
I think like maybe the runway, either something was wrong with the runway or that studio or that space was taken. I don't think the runway was available this week because this just didn't seem to make sense. And then you add on top of that there's only one judge and that judge is going to be Law Roach. Where is everybody else at? I feel like something was going on that maybe at that time when they were filming, the rest of the judges maybe couldn't be there. Something was going on with the studio, and they just had to improvise.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That challenge happened, the runway happened the following day after the previous judging, because remember, after they announced who was going home, they whisked them away to the school that same evening. And then the presentation of this look was the following day.
So they say. We don't know that that's actually the truth. You know, sometimes with production, some shit they'll flip some shit. I just thought it was very strange that they had the runway show in the workroom and there was only one judge. Why is there only one judge?
I see what you're saying. However, I feel as though maybe they really just wanted to play into the unconventional challenge.
That's what I got from
because it was unconventional materials, so they just wanted to have
Mhm.
an unconventional runway and process for this episode.
Here's the other thing too. Having the runway in that space allowed for all of the flaws, if you had flaws, to be highlighted because there wasn't like quote unquote proper lighting. It
Mhm.
was just like overhead lighting and it wasn't good lighting to begin with. So it kind of forced it forced you to see things that you probably wouldn't notice in the more dramatic lighting.
I suppose. I don't know. I'm still a little. I
Come
still
on,
got my
Drag Race Conspiracy.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Anyway,
right.
next up we have Belania.
Uh-uh. I no. She went from top notch to mm-mm.
This was okay to me, but just okay. I did not need the vest. I think it looked better without the vest, but I'm not mad that it's safe, to be honest. It's not the worst look, in my opinion.
It's not. It's not.
Right.
But like to see where she came from last week to this, I was just like, girl.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that this is the unconventional challenge.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, with what she had to work with, and the fact that her idea got axed by Christian, she had a whole other idea in mind.
Well, that's right.
She wants to do a raincoat.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
considering that got axed by Christian and she had to pivot in a 1-day challenge for what she had to work with and the time constraint that she had, I felt like she executed it well enough. It's a very
safe.
basic
Yeah.
look. It's very basic.
Yeah.
But it's executed well. I agree that the vest was not needed. I think she even thought as it came down the runway that the vest was not needed because the comment she made was she loved the shorts, she loved the bra, and she was like the vest. So it was what it was.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's safe.
It's safe. And she was
Yeah.
safe, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Ethan.
Honestly, I felt like this should have won.
I think so too. It was stunning. It wasn't too much. It was just enough. It was over the top. And this is how you do butterflies. Okay? Not no butterfly print. This was 3-dimensional. This is how you do butterflies.
Yeah, I thought that should have been the winning.
I saw it. I was like, this is a winner, baby.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the winning look. But I don't think it was terrible. I do think there was too much. I think whatever
What?
these black zip ties.
They were zip ties, yeah.
The zip ties were a little too much. I think you could have removed some of those and it still would have been a really good look. I didn't hate it, mind you. I thought it was good. I just don't think it was the winning look.
Well, it wasn't.
Correct. So yeah, it was cute. It was cute. I'm not mad
But
at it.
it came in a strong second.
Yeah.
It was
It
second.
was
I would give
second.
it a strong third.
Law gave it a second. We're gonna go with Law
Yeah.
on this
So are
on
we?
this day.
So this time we're gonna go with Law. All
All
right. Next up is Jesus.
I wasn't mad at this.
I
I felt
actually
like
liked this.
I thought the jacket was a little too much, but the construction of the dress, like granted, all he did was take apart the balls, and you have that that fabric on the balls. So if you get enough balls, I can see why it's easy to do. But
That's
it was
not
still
easy
it
to
was,
do.
it was still made well.
But
I'm not saying it's easy to, but I'm saying like he had like true like leather like fabric. He had
Right, but he chose wide. Like here's, I think part of the nuance and the beauty of this challenge is picking materials that will actually look good. He said, "I'm gonna take these volleyballs and make something of it," and like he had a pattern. There's a symmetry to it, and it looked really well. It was well constructed. Even like the jacket and how when she walked, it kind of had like a little bit of a bounce to it. Like it looked really, really good. I have to say, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm not taking anything away from him at all. I think it's styled well.
Yeah, that too.
I like the dress with the boot.
I like the boot. I like the jacket. I'm take it or leave it with the dress, to be honest. Only because it just doesn't look very fresh to me. Like I feel like I've seen something like that before, especially with the color scheme. It gives me motocross. I'm like, okay. I mean, It's all right. But I like the jacket over anything, to be honest. I was like, that jacket was something else. Probably would have loved this look. But again, wasn't the worst look to me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Joan.
Girl, listen. I honestly believe that she's going to go home for this.
I don't think. Well, we'll get into. I don't know.
It
I don't
was
know.
so unimaginative. I mean, and not she can't. There's nowhere to hide now. You can't
True.
say she was a team player or you're doing it because it's a group challenge. This was you on your own.
Mhm.
You chose the materials you wanted to use, and then this is what you came up with.
Mm.
You remember the borders they used to have in elementary school that lined like the cork boards? They look like little festive scallops.
Yeah,
That's what the bottom of the dress looked like.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay.
That's what it was. I'm sure.
And some popsicle sticks. She painted that stuff to look black, and it didn't even look black. I agree with Law's comment about it looked kind of dirty and dingy. It almost looked greenish.
Well, I think maybe they were green, and I don't think that
It was supposed to be black.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that she like painted them fully or layered enough
This was
paint or
not
whatever,
good.
spray paint or whatever it was that she used to paint the pieces. I don't think she used enough because, yeah, the original color was seeping through. But once again, to me, this was not the worst look. I think it was. It needed work for sure, but to me, it just was not the worst look.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's clear that they're looking at a pattern of what you've been doing over the past few weeks. She's been in the bottom for the last 2 weeks.
Last week and this week.
Okay, yeah, this is not a good look, girl.
Yeah,
you in danger.
She is in danger.
I don't know.
We shall see. Are we ready to move on?
Yes,
All right, Joseph McCrae.
So when this walked out, I liked it.
I did.
I
too.
liked how she looks in it.
Yeah.
But given the critique of it and the fact that he did just use the banner and then not realizing that he did write his name on it. Granted, I felt like Law gave that too much because so many designers have, you see, brand is branded.
Mm-hmm.
However, like I just I don't know.
I think the problem was that when Law went in there, he understood this to be a blind challenge in a way for him. He didn't know who any of the designers were. His was the only one that tagged himself and said, all right, now we know who he is. Because he was basically trying to judge these looks on just the look and not have in the back of his mind, all right, well, this is this person's design.
Mm-hmm.
How am I comparing to the past weeks? And by being able to see his, it just, one, I think it threw him off. And then two, I don't know. When I saw it originally come on the runway, I did kind of like it, but I really heard his comments about what he did with it, and I don't think it was enough. And then two, his pivot was kind of weak. He could have pivoted and added something or done something else. Like, was that the only material you picked?
It looked like it.
Well, then he put himself at a disadvantage because everyone else had multiple materials that they could have picked from. They could have chose.
Not everybody. BJ literally only used those shuttlecocks.
Oh no! Yeah. No, you're right.
She did.
Okay.
I'm livid.
Whoa. Okay.
There is absolutely no way that this look is a bottom look, in my opinion. I want you to understand that I replayed this look several times. I had a visceral reaction to this look. I love this look so much. It reminds me, in fact, of a Louis Vuitton resort show that I did on my channel, Fashion Show Fridays. You should go follow. I love this look. So I loved every single thing about this look. I love the small details. I love the fact that you have paper clips and little vials just perfectly glued and in a certain way. And I love the pattern. I love the fact that the ties in the back are just loosely tied. I want you to understand that this right here is where I lost my shit. There is no way that this look is a bottom look. This is how I know that it was a scheme set up by Todd, because ain't no way.
Even with the crack,
Wait a
even with the
second.
crack vials on the dress.
I give me all the crack. Crack is not wax to me. That
I
this look is so good.
I
I nearly wept. I nearly wept when I saw this. This was beautiful, and I'm pissed.
I will say, like I said, when this first came out, I loved it. Like, I loved the way that it was styled. However, I can still say I agree kind of with Law's critique of it and it not being enough, considering that he literally just took the vinyl banner,
Sign.
yeah, and just reconstructed it. I think they were looking for more creativity and more, like, just more. Granted, because what I said earlier about VJ, and we haven't seen VJ's look, only using the shuttlecocks, I guess that's kind of
That's an example of how you
it's-
change it up.
but not really, like, because if you critique one person for only using one material,
No,
you
but
also
it's
have to
how
you
you
also
use
have
the
to
material.
yeah.
Who do you have next?
Does it matter anymore?
You'll be okay. You'll be
Next,
okay.
next we have your girl,
Little House
Laura
on the
Ingalls
Prairie.
Wilder.
She lost me this week.
Okay.
I mean, this look doesn't look bad on the runway. It looked really bad in the workroom when she was putting it together, but it didn't look bad at all. And I think the way that the light hit it, but
She literally took the lining fabric and just glued the silver stuff on it. I could have did that.
I'm okay with that. Let me tell you something. Another reason this episode pissed me off is because it put me in a position to like your girl. It put me in a position
what?
to agree, because between this look and how she stood up for Joseph McCrae in the end, which I know we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, y'all making me trying to like Laura Ingalls. Why are y'all trying to make me like her?" I actually like this look. So if it was me, if I was the sole judge, the top look would have been Joseph McCrae. The second look would have been Madeline's, and the third look is the one that's about. No. The third look would have been Madeline's. The second look is the one that we're about to play next. This I think was really good. I really liked it. It looked good, and I was surprised that she created it because, again, Prairie. I think this was really good.
And
Okay.
I believe she thought that she was going to go home for this look
She
because
did.
she was just like,
If it was, I feel as though if it were a typical runway, she may have been in the bottom. Like, if there were more voices,
Mm-hmm.
there she may have. It's cute. It's cute. I just look at the construction of it, because she literally just took the lining material and then just glued the silver pieces on it. Like, there wasn't much design to what she did, is my point.
Okay. I wonder about something now, because I'm like, is it fair that someone's going to go home over just one person's opinion? With that thought, I'm thinking, what if they don't do an elimination?
I feel like there's going to send somebody home.
They possibly could, but I'm just like, I feel like that's unfair, because typically you get a well-rounded consensus, more or less, of the judge, and you have 3 or 4 judges coming to a decision. One person.
hold on. Why are y'all fighting these people on their show? This is what they decided to do.
Because I don't like it. I don't like the decision. I don't like this decision.
We're here to voice our opinions on
We're here to-
what's happening on the show.
Correct.
Okay.
But anyway, I did like this look. It didn't look like it was. I mean, I'm sure you're not sitting in it, but it also doesn't look like it's ill.
You're not doing anything in this.
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, I will say she was the first person to dress Lyris properly.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you did well by this plus size model, considering you put her in glass shards.
No, but you know what? I think the reason why, like you said, she took the lining and she did, because I remember when Christian came in, he was like, "Well, where's your dress?" She was like, "Well, I need to get her fitted in this first before I can start to apply what I was going to do on it." So I think that helped her. I don't know. I was rather disappointed with her this week.
Oh,
It looks good. It looks okay, but I was just everything from her attitude in the very beginning. This is not what I do. To oh, I'm gonna go home. To the crying at the end. I was just like, okay, girl, I'm over you. Just stop. I hate like. Anyway, next. She
yeah.
just pissed me off.
How the tables have turned. My goodness.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot. But this whole episode was Twilight Zone. This
it
whole
was.
entire episode was Twilight Zone because if you got me rooting for Madeline, child, the universe done switched up some kind of way. All right. Next up, we have VJ. Let me tell you something, girl. Yes, ma'am. Give it to me.
This was a good look.
Give it to me.
Even the shoe.
Even the shoe.
Come on now. I thought though maybe he could have added a little bit more.
She.
She could have added a little bit more. But I thought it looked really good. And I love that she had structure underneath of it 1st to really discern how she's going to lay the pattern out. And the fact, all right, now this is where the difference is with Joseph McCrae. I feel like he just kind of took his thing and just kind of folded it over and said, all right, well, this looks good. And then, he like, let me just cut some of these pieces out. Whereas VJ had a plan and executed it, how she was going to lay this thing out. She knew she had to cut open, what's it called again?
Shuttlecock.
The shuttlecocks, yeah. How she had to cut open the shuttlecocks and how she had to fan them out to create the pattern and the illusion. Like, it was a well thought out design. Whereas I thought Jessica McCrae's was just like, all right, well, that didn't work, so let me see if this will work. You know what I mean?
I did like this look a lot. I thought it was very well executed. I was proud of VJ in this design. I was starting to see how VJ's attitude can be a little problematic
Yes,
on this episode.
Pick me. I'm next.
I did very much like this look. I feel like there was something else I was going to say about it, but it escaped me. So please go ahead.
Tag, you're it.
Tag, you're in.
So I find it hard to like VJ's look because I do not like VJ.
Okay.
From when she tried to go get the ball, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, no, what are you doing? This is my stuff. And then like her response to the in confessional, she did that intentionally. She knew that was his material. And she intentionally went over there to rile him up. And there was something else that she said or she did in the episode. I'm like, I don't like this girl.
She's giving Mean Girl?
She not full on Mean Girl, but she's definitely giving. I don't like
her a little bit.
Yeah, and it's making me not like her. Even the way that she was going after Joseph McCrae at the end when they had to do their.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get like why you were because earlier in the episode too, you were so adamant. Oh, we need to get one of the brothers out, and now here's your opportunity to get one of the brothers out. And why are you going so hard on Joseph McCrae? Like it's just something I'm having a hard time separating the art from the artist with her. So I really couldn't get into her look. I'm sure it's good, but because I don't like her, I'm not liking her. I'm having a hard time appreciating what she's doing.
I will agree with you on that, especially at the end with her going very hard on Joseph McCrae. And you want to talk about waterworks that pissed me off. Hers did. I thought Madeline's were quite appropriate. VJ, I'm like, what you crying for?
Yeah, girl, I was wondering that too. Like, why are we crying?
Why are you crying? And then as you're crying, the explanation you're giving to me is kind of bullshit. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Everybody crying in the room was like, okay, I'm over it. Can y'all just wait, before you even do that, why were they having such a huge discussion? Why did they do a blind? You guys should do blind voting. Just write down who you want to go home, put it in a box, and shut the fuck up. It was way too much.
That was my point too. When the whole conversation was even happening, everybody write a name on a piece of paper. Whoever gets the most votes goes home. Like, why are y'all making this such a thing?
Yeah.
But I kind of agree with you. I kind of understood why Madeline was crying because she kind of felt like her friend in the competition was being attacked, and also she didn't understand the attack of it. And I think she felt as though like she felt bad because she didn't want to be the one to send anybody home either. So I can understand the emotion of it in the moment, but it's just there was too much conversation happening. There was way too much conversation happening.
Let's talk more about that after this last look.
Okay.
Because I do want to get into.
I forgot we have somebody else.
We do have one last look, and I'm very
The winner.
Somehow. This
Actually, I liked, especially when I liked this.
The boot. Come on now.
I actually liked this.
Rex rears his ugly head again.
I didn't mind it. I
like this.
I thought when it was being constructed, I was concerned. But when it hit the runway, I was like, oh, this actually works.
Like the whole thing with the eye, the cutouts, the boot, the construction of it. I mean, I really like this look.
He is perturbed.
It's okay.
Right. I'm quite perturbed.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the world anymore. You have this man in the White House. I don't know how he got there. You got this shit winning a Project Runway challenge. I don't know what world I woke up into. I really don't. I don't know what has happened. Because what is this? On the flip side of what you just said, in the workroom, I was like, oh, this has the potential to really be something. On the runway, I said, oh, that's it? That's it? And it's the winner. I want you to understand that I scrimped when it was selected as the winner. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. What is this? Where is she going? What is this for? This looks like child's play. It looks like if you told one of them Abbott Elementary students to create a look, this is what they would have done. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I'm pissed. I'm livid. There is no way. And the crazy thing is, I'm typically rooting for Yuchen. I think I got a small little crush on Yuchen. But this is trash. And I cannot believe it won over Joseph McCrae's look. Ain't no way in this world. Ain't no way in this world. Ain't no way
Not
in
Joseph.
the world. Joseph was my top look, I'm trying to tell you. But this was certainly not the second or the third or the fourth. This to me was the last.
I thought Ethan should have won, to be honest with you.
Worst look for me. I cannot believe it's the winner. This is why I think this whole episode is a setup. Y'all talking about we're gonna do the runway in the workroom, and now we only got one judge. Child, y'all could have nixed this whole episode. If something was going wrong, y'all could just cancel the whole episode because this is trash. Excuse me? This is the winner? Ain't no way.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
For real.
Ooh, I am vexed. I am so vexed because ain't no way. What? Look at this. Look at this kindergarten project. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Child. Ugh.
Are you done? Well, with that being said, this was the winning look.
Breathe, child. Breathe.
Law loved the underboob.
Of course.
Just a little titty.
I did not hate it. It turned the corner and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
I love the boot.
You love the boot?
Yeah.
You are entitled to feel the way that you feel. Again,
I'm gonna wear the boot just for you.
You know what it was giving, honestly, given that this whole challenge was based off of a science fair, it literally looked like he took the science fair and made an outfit. So I appreciate it for that. And we can move on. So
wow. Okay.
We learn that the judges will not be making the choice on elimination, that the contestants will be making the choice on who they will eliminate. The only people who are not eligible to vote are the bottom three, which are one of the Estrada brothers. I don't know which one.
Antonio.
Miss Joan and Joseph McCrae.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like it's Miss Jones' time to go. Love her personality, but I just feel like Project Runway is not the stage for her.
Yeah, I concur.
If I was being shady, I would say they need to send the twin home because the whole time the two of them worked together, which
That
is not
part.
fair.
Yes,
It's not fair. You're going to have a partner on all of your designs.
regardless.
Send one of them home.
And then on top of it,
Their attitudes are still trash.
with the attitudes and let the judge be judges. You are not a judge. Shut your fucking mouth and move on.
I like
sit
it.
there and
Girl.
sit there and take the critique
Yeah.
and stop the foolishness. Listen, I would send both of them home just for their attitudes alone.
Yeah. And Law was like, your brother is not helping you. So it's like, send one of them. Send him home.
Yeah.
Send him home.
I really believe it's going to be between
It's going to be between Joseph and Joan.
Right.
Because the brother did not come up in the conversation at all, which again, why are we having this much conversation? All of you have said, oh, they're working together. We need to split them up.
That's why I didn't understand the conversation.
Send him home.
Please.
Send him home. And
Please.
this is what, his third time in the bottom?
Yeah. And if they keep him there, they only have themselves to blame. Only have themselves to blame.
If Joseph McCray goes home after this look,
I don't think that's fair. I will say that's not fair.
I don't think it's fair that he's in the bottom. But if he goes home over this look, I'm throwing my TV out the window. I'm throwing it out the window because this whole we're not gonna judge, we're not gonna select who's gonna go home. Y'all are gonna do it. I'm like, girl, what is this? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
This is the unconventional episode. Everything about it's unconventional.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
This is like,
it's Survivor.
Not even Survivor, but it's given when there are only 7 queens left, and RuPaul asks, "Okay, which queen would you send home?" That's what this moment is. Except they actually have to make the elimination,
and that's honestly what I don't like about it. I feel like they've taken notes from Drag Race, and
which is crazy to me because Drag Race was built off of America's Next Top Model and Project Runway.
Yes. And so I'm like, I understand that Drag Race is like the biggest reality competition show. It's won several Emmys. I understand.
Numerous Emmys.
I understand. But Project Runway, in my opinion, when I think about Project Runway, I think about a certain level of like integrity and craft and skill, which is why I love the show so much. I feel like if we're starting to take some notes and some things from Drag Race, I'm like, all right, now we let Drag Race be Drag Race. I know we already got a drag queen on here, but this drag queen is talented. But let's keep the two worlds in that respect kind of separate. If we starting to do some Drag Race shit, I don't know how on board I'm gonna be with this. I don't like this decision. And y'all better make the right goddamn decision. If Joseph McCray goes home, I'm losing my shit. Go ahead.
So here's the thing. I feel as though, because Project Runway has been on a little bit of a break, correct?
As far as I know. I've been on
I think it's been on a little bit of a break. If you notice, to your point of integrity, even this season itself and the way they are doing the captions, it feels a little bit cheeky. Like Project Runway was never this. It was always more of just a fashion like a true like fashion designer competition. It was never like, it feels like they've kind of tried to dumb it down, for lack of a better expression. Maybe for a new, as Chris brings up in our Drag Race, it's for a younger audience, maybe, because the Project Runway we loved from then, it's changed into this, where it feels a little bit silly to an extent.
I agree. And here's the thing. I think, not that I watched, I don't know, I think I watched maybe 1 or 2 seasons when old girl was the main host, Carly Klaus, I think.
Yeah, I stopped. Last season I watched was Heidi and Tim's last season, so I've missed several.
Yeah, so I feel like they should have been doing this. Assuming they weren't doing stuff like this, they should have been doing this when Carly was like over it, because that was your prime time. I think perhaps I assumed incorrectly that if you're going to bring back the original host, Heidi Klum, I would have thought, okay, this is going to be closer to classic Project
Yeah.
Runway. This is going to be closer, getting like really good work, really good production, really highlighting the work that these designers can do. Which I'm not saying that it's not doing that, but in episodes like this, I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What's happening? Why is this just for production? Because now I start questioning shit because none of the decisions on this episode made any sense to me, and the fact that you don't bring back Tim Gunn, you didn't bring back Tim Gunn with
Well,
her.
I don't. Well, see, here's the thing: Tim Gunn got fired, and Heidi left. So there's a difference in. I don't. Tim probably has too much pride to come back to a show that he was fired from.
I don't think that's the case because I feel like not that I feel like, I remember watching or hearing something where Tim Gunn was saying he wasn't even really informed that this was happening until like it was too late or something. Like I think he said that Heidi called him and at some point was like, "Hey, have you heard about this?" And he was like, "I haven't heard a thing about it." So I don't think I think the option for him to come back was a possibility, but I don't think they even reached out to him. So all I'm saying is I feel like the shenanigans would not be shenaniganing if Tim Gunn was also a part of this, because he, in my opinion, also brings a level of expertise and integrity to the competition. So I'm just like,
So,
I don't
Mike,
know.
But again, to my point too, I feel as though they are probably trying to cater to a younger audience.
I
They're
don't
not.
disagree. I think so
They're
too.
not. They're not thinking about the people who have been with Project Runway from season one, especially with the type of competition that it is. Fashion is supposed to keep up with the times. It's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
continue to elevate and move forward. And unfortunately, even like with all of the captions and stuff, all of that stuff is like I said, it's very cheeky. It's meant to get a reaction. It's supposed to be like quotable for like the TikToks and Instagrams and X and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more towards a younger audience who don't really appreciate the competition for the fashion. They appreciate it for the drama and the antics.
here's the thing too. When it comes to fashion is not the same thing that it was several years ago. Everything is quote unquote fast fashion now. I mean, hence the rise of Sheen and some of the other
joggers. Joggers.
Yeah. But I think you guys are, without me even saying it, you guys are hitting it on the head. Like this is you froze too.
You're back. We're back.
We're all back.
Yes, there we go.
But what I was saying is that I think that they're doing this specifically for what you guys said, a younger demographic. They didn't bring back Tim Gunn specifically because he's an older gentleman, and I don't think that not to say that he doesn't get current fashions, but I think they wanted someone like a Christian Siriano, who is the it guy right now. He is designing for everyone on the runways, red carpets, Met Galas, everything. If you have Tim Gunn versus Christian Siriano, who do you think they're going to pick? They're going to pick Christian Siriano because he's more current, he's more relevant, he's in the spotlight, and he brings the attention and draw that they're looking for those demographics. So, like I said, I agree with you guys as far as like what they're doing. I get where you guys are coming from as true Project Runway connoisseurs. You're looking for that authenticness that you're not getting right now. And it seems like everything is just so fast. Like I want to see where they have like a couple days
is everything
to
a
put.
one-day challenge?
Yeah, I want to see like a couple days so you can like actually put together a really, really nice garment. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
I'm hoping those are coming up. So if we're saying that perhaps these seasons are geared more towards like the younger generations, like Gen Z, then I will just give this an appropriate Gen Z response. I'm just going to give it the Gen Z stare.
It's giving very mid. Like yeah.
Are you gonna ghost us now?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna ghost us now?
I might.
That's what they do.
Ciao. Yeah, this was a weird episode. Again, I do appreciate, going back to your girl Madeline, I do appreciate the fact that she was getting emotional in the I don't even know what you call it, the break room, whatever.
The designer's lounge.
Yeah. I also appreciate the fact that she was she was debating, she was disagreeing with VJ, because again, I feel like VJ was just throwing out some bullshit to get Joseph McCrae out for some reason.
I still don't understand why
yeah.
she was going so hard, especially. And of course, Homeboy is going to agree with her because he's trying to keep the conversation off of his brother.
Yes, that's the only reason why he was going in, because it's like, all right, well, this is a distraction, so we'll just go with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, any final thoughts before we put this episode to bed?
Final thoughts are, welcome to the new subscribers. I've seen a few people have been subscribing to the channel. Welcome, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Watching. Don't forget to comment and let us know who you think is going to be going home next week. I kind of hope, to TJ's point, that maybe they don't eliminate anybody, because I don't think it's fair. And we'll go from there. Those are my final thoughts.
TJ?
I have none. Well, no, I do have one. Joseph McCrae he better not go home. I'm gonna riot if he goes home. That's it.
Okay.
So if Joseph McCrae goes home, we probably won't see TJ next week.
That's correct.
It'll just be his space.
Well, yeah,
we'll see ISIS come.
Yes.
come in and out.
Yeah, actually put ISIS on. That's what you do. Well, thank you guys for watching another great episode of Project Runway. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and then after that, hit the notification button to get notified every time we drop a new video. New videos drop every Monday at 8 a.m. So have a great week ahead, and we'll. What?
Before we close it out,
yeah.
Somebody just started a new YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. A little promotion. So for those that don't know already, if you're seeing this for the first time, I finally launched my own YouTube channel this past week.
Insert applause sound.
Yeah. It only took 5 years. Now, mind you, I had this channel for like 5 years and I've never done anything with it. I have taken a stance. I'm going to put out weekly videos, long form, short form, behind the scenes recaps. And what I'm going to actually do is start recording behind the scenes of this show and some of the other shows that I'm on.
So that means I got to put on real clothes?
No, I went to the real.
Because there's nothing.
We have on
my house shorts.
Behind the scenes.
So you guys are gonna get the real behind the scenes. You get to see the office. Take it on back.
Take it on back.
So yeah, if you're watching this over on our channel, please go over to youtube.com at Constantly Changing for me. What I'll do is I'll put the link in the description of this week's episode so you can go over and join. It launched Friday at noon, and by that Saturday morning when we recorded this, I think I had about 20 subscribers, which is actually pretty good because I only promoted a few places, but hopefully I'm going to get the word out a little bit more. There are actually 2 videos up right as of now. There is an introductory video and then a call to action video because I'm looking for guests for my Safe Space show that's going to be airing in October on Indie Soup Network. And if you don't know what Safe Space is a show dedicated to people in the LGBTQIA+ community. And I allow them to come on and to tell their stories, and we share those with the world. And I think these type of storytelling is very necessary. So,
especially in today's political climate where they're trying to erase anyone who is not white and so-called Christian because they are not Christian.
And just so you know, I've had every letter represented on the show. People come on and tell their stories from when they were little kids up until their current day and how they've made it through this world in the community. So if you're watching this and you feel as though you have a story you want to share, reach out to me. Like I said, I'll have all of the links in our description this week. They're clickable links so you can go and check past videos out, and then also reach out to me and let's have a conversation to see if this is a fit for you. So with that being said, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button, and then have a great week. And we'll see you again here next week for the recap show, Project Runway. Goodbye, everybody.
When I go, I drop. When I trip, I pop. When I go, I drop, pop.